Hello my students, how are you? Prep 2. Today we'll explain lesson number 1, unit 3, Axioms of Inequality. We have the difference between two sides in triangle, and we find the relation between opposite angles. We know before the sum of all in triangle equal 180, and we have inequality in triangle, sum of two sides greater than the third. Two sides in triangle, if we add together, the result greater than the third. Look at with me about explain the properties about inequality. If we add or subtract the direction, not inverse, but inverse if we product by negative or divided by negative sign. Like this, a line segment here, he give me the relation EC was greater than BD. Look at here, he give me AC was greater than by BD, like this. We have A, B, C, and D. AC is greater than BD. We can cancel BC from two parts. Then EC subtract from BC and BD subtract by BC. What's the difference? EC cancel BC from it, the result will be AB. Greater than, and also here the remainder will be CD. Then EB will be greater than CD. It's a proof about this inequality. Next question, we have equation here between a relation between two angles in triangle, and we can find the result. Okay, you can see the answer. I will explain, try to solve number 2. It's like last question. We have here question triangle, and down we have isosceles triangles. The measure of two angles in the basis are equivalent, and up the measure of two angles are difference. Look at with me about the proof. First step, we have two line segment equivalent here, CP and CD, and we have line segment here is greater than line segment EP. ED, the measure of angle EBD is greater than measure of angle ADB, such that in triangle ADB we have measure of angle ABD was greater than measure of angle ADB. Then we can add to another relation number 1, such that in the other triangle down, DBC, triangle BDC, we have CD will equal to CB. In the measure of two angles in the base equivalent, the measure of CPD will be equal CDB. It's relation number 2. By add relation 1 with 2, if we add CPD here with this angle, CDB and CBD here, then add relation 1 and 2, then measure of angle B will be greater than measure of angle D is greater than measure of angle D. Okay, important notes about exterior angles. The measure of exterior angle is greater than interior angle without adjacent. The measure of exterior angle of triangle greater than the measure of any interior angle except the adjacent angle. This angle we call it adjacent. Then the measure of the exterior angle of a triangle is greater than the measure of any interior angles except the adjacent angle. The measure of angle C greater than measure of angle A and greater than measure of angle B. Okay, we have example here and solution about it. You can read this by yourself. Okay, next question, try it yourself. He give me the information here. Table, we can prove that this right angle triangle. Want to prove that the measure of angle ECD is obtuse. If you prove that measure of angle B is 90 degrees, then exterior angle greater than 90, it will be obtuse. So we must write first in triangle APC, such that AC equal 10 centimeter and BC equal 6 centimeter and BA equal 8 centimeter, such that AC power 2 is equal to E power 2 plus BC power 2. Then measure of angle B will be equal 90 degree, such that we have C is pointing to the line segment BD. Then measure of angle ADACD is greater than measure of angle B, greater than 90. Then angle ECD is an obtuse angle. This will be obtuse angle. This triangle would be an obtuse angle triangle. Then we have an obtuse angle triangle. Choose this, okay? Question. He asked about the complement of the smaller angle in measure is greater than the complement of the larger angle in measure. Like this. We have here two angles. Look at here. Measure of angle Y equal measure of angle B, and measure of angle green here greater than angle green. Then angle blue less than angle blue here, because green and blue complementary angles. Complementary, summation of them equal 90. The complement of the smaller angle in measure is greater than the complement of the larger angle in measure. Inverse relation, the inverse, okay? If green here greater than green here, then blue will be greater than blue. The inverse, change the inverse. The remainder will be the inverse. Also supplement of the smaller angle in measure greater angle is greater than the supplement of larger than measure. This of green hair greater than green and blue hair less than blue hair. In the supplement of the angle, it will be the inverse relation, because of the supplement of the measure of the smaller angle in the measure greater than, if greater than supplement the larger in the measure of angle. Understood? We have two angles difference in the measure. First greater than second, then the supplement of the first to smaller than the supplement of the second. Supplement, it will be the inverse, and also complement is the inverse. Try to solve about this question. Number 4. Give me measure of angle 1 less than 2, measure of angle 2 greater than measure of angle 1. The measure of angle E here be supplement is angle here of 2 less than measure of angle F, because 2 greater than 1, and measure of angle E is less than measure of angle F. The relation will be inverse, okay? Supplementers will be inverse. Write the steps here such that the ray BF bisects. Look at the ray BF bisects angle B. BF bisects angle B. Then measure of angle ABE equal measure of angle DBE. They are equivalent, and also such that CF bisects angle C, the measure of angle GCF equal measure of angle, we have GCF, okay, equal angle FCA. They are equivalent in the measure, and such that measure of angle 2 is greater than measure of angle 1, and P is pointing to, I write here P is pointing to the ray CD, and also C is pointing to axis of symmetry GP. Then the supplement is angle of 2, measure of angle, look at here E, measure of angle ABD, it will be less than measure of angle ECG, less than, okay. And if we divide it by 2, then half of this angle less than half this angle, okay, because we have bisect up. Then measure of angle. He want what? He want angle APE. It's up. Okay. Divided by 2, we can find the half of this angle. It will be ABE, the measure of angle. APE is less than half of this angle. It will be FCA. Understood? It's relation here from relation what? 1 and 2. It's bisect. We have relation 1 and 2. They are equivalent. Then supplementous of this angle less than supplementous of this angle, because 2 and angle ABD summation of them equal 180. I write B bowling to CD. It's meaning we have supplementary angle. If you want to write supplementary angle, you must write B bowling to straight line. It's meaning the measure of the angle equal 180. And then we have supplementary angle 1 and angle C supplementary together, and angle 2 and ABD supplementous together here. Remember triangle equality. Sum of any sides in triangle is greater than the third. Like this. And if you want to find the length of any side, write the difference between the other and the sum of the other sides. The length of any side in triangle is greater than the difference between the lengths of the other two sides and less than their sum. I will explain example like this. Solution, okay? I will explain this example. Find set of possible value lengths of the third belonging to each of the following triangle. We have two sides 5 and 7 and two sides. Then the first relation, we have x here reversed to the third line. Summation plus 5 plus 7 is 12 and 7 minus 5 is 2. We can find the difference between them and summation will be 12. Okay, last question, he solved this question all like this. There is the interval like him. Okay, then x belonging to the open interval from 2 to 12. And number 2, greater than less than 6 minus 6 is 0 and 6 plus 6 12. Then x is belonging to 0 open and 16 open. Number 3, we have x greater than less than 7 root 7 and 5 root 7. Subtract from between together, the result will be 4 root 7, and sum will be 5 root 7 plus root 7. It will be 6 root 7. Next question. You can read this question, okay? He solved it. Example here in the book. We will explain question number 6. Question number 6 here. He wants to prove that zy here is greater than xy. He wants to prove that zy is greater than xy. He give me two sides are equivalent. This is a measure of two bases angle. This angle z equal angle x. Do you want to prove that z y is greater than z x? How we can prove that? Okay, we write the relation here and prove that. Look at here. That ZL is greater than. No, we want to prove that. He give me this information. ZL XL plus LY is greater than the third XY. We can exchange X LY. He give me LX. Okay. Okay, pay attention. This triangle XL plus LY is greater than XY. Okay. Look at with me again, my students. We know in any triangle sum of all sides or any two sides is greater than the third. We know the sum between any two sides in triangle. I will choose triangle XLY. We have XL, look at here, plus LY greater than XY. And such that we have XL was equal ZL. You can cancel XL here and write ZL. Then ZL equivalent XL plus LY is greater than XY. ZL plus LY, it will be ZY. Then ZY is greater than XY. The proof was example. So first step, sum if any two sides in triangle is greater than the third. I choose two sides here in this triangle, first and second. Sum of two sides greater than the third. Then I cancel this side and write this equivalent. If we add together, then this part greater than this part.